Well, in a new season, there are some players, Richard, that hit the ground running. And there are others, as you well know, that take a while to get going. With
put in the work.
You're the best player on the floor, MP. Don't forget it.
Christian Wood comes in for Maxi Kleba, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Reggie Bullock. On the court for the Mavericks, the backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Wood out there with Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the three. A three from Simmons. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Passes it to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Simmons. From deep. From downtown. Well, three-pointers right on target. One of the big talking points with MP. Can he make the leap to the pro game? Greg, do you think his game translates?
Skills-wise, he was tremendous in the college game. The question is the physical side. We'll have to find out if MP can handle it. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Got that one up quick. 6 points for MP.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Doncic against Simmons. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Doncic missing. Nets leading by 8. Simmons on the wing. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Simmons against Doncic. Bucket is good. He's got 7.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Irving passes to Warren. He kicks it to Simmons. Back to Warren. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The drive by Doncic. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight. The 3 for Doncic. No good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 14.
37. The Mavericks. 23. Your next game.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Hardaway on the wing, along with Finney-Smith. Powell is out there with Wood, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. It's sent back down by Simmons, and that one goes out of bounds. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Simmons dishes to Thomas. On the wing, Irving. Back to Thomas. The offensive rebound outside for Simmons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simmons got 14 points. With how well MP has been playing lately, it's a little surprising, Greg, that more fans haven't gotten behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's giving them what they want, unless what they wanted was Shep on. Then it'll take a lot of great nights for MP to satisfy those fans.
Dallas again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Simmons against Doncic. Simmons can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 12. Puts one up from 19. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Simmons for 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Now that's 17 points for MP. Doncic looking it over. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thomas passes to Simmons. Lets it go from deep. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 9 points in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now, here's Doncic. He picked up 33 points in their last one against New Orleans.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals.
And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The way to start a ball game.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long
3 steals,
road back to the
1
Dallas
block.
Mavericks.
The top.
When you look at their multiple areas of weakness, for me, it starts with their perimeter defense. Disorganization, chaos, a lot of wide open looks. They have to communicate better and stay connected to the shooters.
Shooters.
And let's take a look at the standings as the Western Conference starts to come into focus.
Look here now at the Mavericks. They've been pretty much the team we thought they'd be. They're kicking into high gear mode every night. I like how they don't take lesser teams for granted. Just a matter of keeping it up for the long haul.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Simmons. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Steve Nash as we begin the second half. The wide open look for Durant. And the Nets another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time. And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains unbeaten. A bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Simmons against Doncic. With some arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. No good from Simmons. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 19-point game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, longest of the season. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks,
very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Back to Simmons from deep. Simmons missing again.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
That's just good. I'm tired.
Dinwiddie against Irving. Tries it from 9. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Nets leading by 18. Pass to Simmons. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when.
Substitution here for Brooklyn. T.J. Warren, he's checked. And Simmons subbed in for Joe Harris. Then for the Mavericks, JaVale McGee's checked in for Powell, and Christian Woods subbed in for Dinwiddie.
And it feels like Doncic has risen to stardom so fast. His drive to be an all-time great is very evident.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Christian Wood is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Finney Smith.
With this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Powell finds Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Over Simmons. Misses off the right iron. Stolen by McGee.
You stolen by McGee? You serious?
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never.
Fans, thank you.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had.
An interesting bit of news today about the ongoing Shep Owens MP drama. Nate White of the Daily Horn reports that the Brooklyn Nets have requested MP, their controversial 18th pick, participate in a PR initiative to win over skeptical fans. So no word yet on what exactly they have in mind to accomplish this goal, but JJ Perk, what do you think of the notion that MP needs to win over this fan base with off-the-court activities?
And here we are. It's more evidence of an organization in disarray. The reason fans booed MP is because he's not as good at basketball as Shep. These are some of the smartest fans in the game. You're not going to win them over with a PR stunt.
For once, I agree with you, Perk.
Wow.
For once.
Maybe I should rethink this.
No, seriously, though, I'm all for getting involved in the community. Every pro athlete should give back.
Amen.
That's right. But if this team thinks MP can make the Shep comparisons go away by being a good guy off the court, they're in for a rude awakening. At the end of the day, NBA fans want wins. If MP plays winning basketball, they'll love him. If he doesn't, no amount of PR is going to change their minds.
JJ, for once, you're speaking my language.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I tell you one more thing. This young man needs to put in work. Leave him alone and let him hoop. Enough is enough already.
We don't know what they asked him to do, so I'm not going to be too critical here, but I agree that basketball needs to be his main focus going forward.
Preach.
If he's going to change this city's mind, he's going to do it with results, not promises.
That was refreshingly cordial, fellas.
Don't get used to it, Stan.
Yeah.
Got it, Big Perk. Coming up, trade rumors. It's never too soon to speculate. But first, this quick commercial break.
MP, you got a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Over here.
Shit, what'd I do?
What's this I hear about you working on some Win the City initiative?
Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball comes first. End of story.
It does. But I got a lot of people in my ear telling me I gotta do other stuff too, man.
What, Freddie? What did I tell you about
No,
him?
I know what you said about Freddie, but just because you don't like him doesn't mean he's gonna disappear.
I told you.
Yeah.
Talk to me if he gives you a hard time.
He's not giving me a hard time, fella. The things that I do outside of the court does not distract me from what I need to do on the court or for this team.
I need you focused.
I am focused.
You are a critical building block for the future of this franchise.
I get it. And I appreciate it. I really, really do. But you gotta really trust me on this one. Because I got this.
Adam's on the line for you.
I'm serious. Let me know if Freddie gives you problems, yeah?
I promise you. You'll be the first one to know.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. Give me the... Adam! It's been too long, bro.
What? Okay.
Hello. Who's got questions for me?
Nice try.
All right, first question right here. That's my man Nate the Great back there.
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate in a PR offensive to win over the hearts and minds of the city?
Good question. First of all, I wouldn't it that way. That's a prayer. What's this? I say they don't know me or what I'm about. It's a PR. What do you say to people who question the PR? Shit.
First of all, I wouldn't phrase it like that, Nate. PR offensive to win over the hearts and mind of the city. I mean, it makes it sound like I'm dropping propaganda pamphlets out of an airplane or something. Bro, all I'm trying to do is help the people in my community and get to know them better. That's it.
Well, listen, you know, I don't question your desire to support your community, but what I've reported on is much more sophisticated than a simple desire to help. I mean, it seems a little, how do you say, calculated.
Okay, well, I'm the kind of guy that takes a very systematic approach to everything that I do. So I asked for the team's help on this because they've been part of this community for a long time, you know? And they have roots here, and I thought that it may be able to help me establish a relationship with the fans. You know, it's not some sort of evil scheme that's going on here. You know, I just know that if I want to accomplish something, I need to set a goal for myself. Simple as that.
I mean, okay. Well, that's fair enough. I'm just asking questions here, MP.
Well, that's just one way to put it.
Well, okay. Well, how would you put it?
You know, man, it feels like you're trying to stir up some drama right now. But honestly, I'm not even mad about it, because that's your job, so I'll give you that. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to not stand up for myself, though. You know, I'm not built that way and never have been. So you'll see for yourself soon enough.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, that's it? All right. Thanks, guys.
Great win and a stellar performance from you tonight. Are you encouraged by how you played?
Man, courage.
Yeah, of course. You know, we got a great group of guys here, and this feels good. You know, we had a couple miscues, but for the most part, we played a heck of a game. We just need to keep limiting our mistakes, and the sky's the limit.
You really put on a show on offense. Where in the world did that come from?
Thanks, John. Yeah, I had it going a little bit. You know, after the first couple shots went down, my teammates started looking for me. I tried to attack the defense before they had the time to get set. It definitely feels good to get the win, you know, help my team get this win.
Huge victory tonight. You guys left on them early. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? They talk too much.
You know, we got a number of guys who can get their own shot. You know, so when they're knocking them down, we're really dangerous. And I think you saw that tonight, you know, what we're capable of when we're working on both ends.
It looked like your shooting opened up a lot of space for you to drive into that paint as well.
Yeah, you know, I think that's usually how it goes. You know, it's funny, you know, how easy the game gets when those jump shots are falling. You know, having more energy on the defensive end, that translates to stops, turnovers, transition buckets, you name it.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
It's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all,
All right, MP, get back in there.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Irving. At the line, one foul.
Lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Jackson and Turner are in the middle. T.J. McConnell is out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Duarte in at the three, the small forward. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn going the other way now. Pass to Simmons. Simmons against McConnell. Outside Simmons. And he hits it to tie the game. Well, there always seems to be some debate about MP's place in the league. But I do think he passes the eye test.
Well, if you know what to look for, the answer is clear. MP may not always have an impressive stat line, but you can just tell he's a difference maker on the court.
Jackson with a screen on Irving. To the middle. Jackson gets the bucket.
That's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide-open teammates on a consistent basis.
And it's Simmons missing. The Pacers have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. And stolen by Simmons. Irving, the pass to Simmons. Here's Claxton. Stolen by Jackson. This one for 3. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. And the Nets miss again. Indiana shooting just 38% so far in this one. McConnell against Simmons. McConnell outside. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. They get the rebound.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
Brooklyn trailing. Fires the 3. And there's Simmons on the assist by Simmons. Simmons has got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
McConnell outside. Jackson with a screen on Simmons. Here's McConnell. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bradley. Jackson with a screen on Irving. Hits the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, Avery Bradley showing great confidence in that three-point ability. The defense has now got to keep him legit.
And it's Simmons missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
McConnell passes to Jackson from outside the arc. Here's Duarte. No good. Missed.
The 1 quarter of play. The score. Your Nets 12.
The start of the going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. O'Neal comes in for Warren. Simmons is checked in for Thomas. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Sumner. And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 1. Pass to Curry. Here's Claxton. Turner covers. And Claxton gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
And that was the mobile 1 drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Jackson and Turner are in the middle. Avery Bradley out there with TJ McConnell. And it's Duarte in at the 3 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McConnell. The Pacers again can't hit.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Jackson with a screen on Simmons. McConnell passes to Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
On the wing, Curry. Back to Simmons for 3. Sinks the tray. Simmons has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Here's Duarte. Turner, a screen on Curry. Here's Duarte. Pass to Turner. Curry with a steal. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep, here's Simmons. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Bradley. to the paint. Jackson, the pass to McConnell. Jackson with a screen on Simmons. From 12 feet, counted. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
Well, AB has become a real weapon in the pick and roll. This is a quick, confident player who moves well in these sets.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so it's Brooklyn, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Indiana Pacers.
They've been pounding the ball inside, getting easy buckets in the paint. This strategy is Diesel approved.
Shocking that one of the best interior scorers ever likes bully ball.
Because I'm the biggest, baddest bully ever, Ernie.
All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. This is from Chris SB17. I like this one. Who has the best uniforms in the NBA?
About to go with the Miami Heat.
The best uniforms.
I think I like the MLK version of the Atlanta Hawks ones are nice. Those black and gold. I like those.
I like those black Celtic jerseys.
Ooh, the black Celtics are nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And Brooklyn has possession. They've got Kevin Durant. Royce O'Neal is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Simmons in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Indiana trailing here. Hey, every team wants a guy who can block shots, and they certainly want a guy who can hit threes. Miles Turner does both, Grant.
Yes, he does, B.A. Miles has led the league in blocks multiple times. He also shot it well from the three-point range. He's just a unique skill set. It's really hard to find guys like Turner.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs, game to game. What's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort.
With almost an entire new group here. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Claxton. Thomas comes in for O'Neal. Simmons is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Sumner subbed in for Ben Simmons. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Smith comes in for Brissett. Duarte, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. Now here's McConnell. Defense is right there. Outside heel from behind the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. Outside Warren. Pass to Simmons. Launches a three. Rebounded by Hield. The Pacers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. McConnell finds Hield. Picked by Smith. A little mid-range shot is up. Now McConnell. Simmons defending. 6 to shoot. Hield from outside. Yes. And it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got his 3rd assist of the night. Outside Durant. From the arc. Drops in the 3. Durant's got 5.
But Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Hield. Curry, he's checked in for Thomas. The Pacers also with a sub. Halliburton is checked in.
On the court.
Jackson outside. Halliburton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside, Warren. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
Halliburton outside. Healed for 3. Shot's no good. Made 4. He's missed 4 now. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. From downtown, that's good from Simmons on the assist from Durant. Simmons has got 21 points in the game. Healed from outside. He can't hit that time. He got it up. And that's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, 56. The Pacers, 40. Your
possessions. Making some changes. Warren's checked in for Curry. And Simmons is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Smith, he's checked in for Indiana. Hield comes in for Bradley.
You know, one of my favorite things about T.J. Warren is how much he believes in his ability to score the basketball. He doesn't back down from anyone.
On the court for the Pacers, Jackson out there with Smith. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's O'Shea Brissett. And it's Hield in at the 2.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so their mid-range is usually available.
The Nets with a lead. Simmons, the pass to Simmons. Gets stolen by Hield.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Inside, here's Simmons. And slam dunk by
defensive foul. Isaiah Jackson. 4th personal. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons. And at the line, 1 time.
Free throw good, Simmons.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
Jackson with a screen on Warren. Hield for 3. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will come the other way. From deep, here's Simmons. Smith with the rebound.
Should have held that ball longer.
Indiana on offense. It's a 10-point game. Hield passes to Jackson, and they pick up 2.
Well, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
Why you
They're
just
trying to come back in this game. No, bottom
why
line,
you
it's
get
about
tired? I
energy
just
and
passed it
effort.
to them.
Exemplified.
'Trail by 8. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over. Just a massive. Never been afraid of these moments.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Both teams will make substitutions, and he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. 16 seconds left in the 4th.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that. The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Here's Simmons. And the miss. So we see the Nets get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everybody.